Okay.
I'm
You're more
assuming we
trying.
all have them, whether it's homemade or store-bought.
You just have them out of this well too. Like, here on this coffee table subpoenas. What a way to start the show! Is if there is,
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you to have pocket pussies lying
I no, for sure. I do have pocket pussies. Actually, that's not that is not like exaggeration. That is the truth as well too. Hello, lasses and be badasses. It's
around. Or
been
guys, gals, and indie pals.
yeah, guys, and NB pals. I'm gonna quickly be like sharing around the links to all the places. I got my blurb ready for like what I want to say, so I don't have to like type that out as well too. Just have to copy and paste that. But then like I need to like I guess I'll like quickly do like a couple of tags for like Tumblr. No. But like how's everyone been?
Doing better.
Doing
That's good.
okay.
That's good. And Isaiah has joined us. And
Hey,
Isaiah
Sam.
Is
Hello.
or
Hey Joey, hey John, hey Jonathan.
yep. How are you doing, Isaiah?
I'm good. Beard is still coming in. Funny
Hmm.
enough, I haven't been scratching it. I would have thought that getting new hair on my face, I would be scratching it a lot, but I guess I'm
It
not.
depends on when it curves back in.
Yes. Yeah, honestly, that's where it starts scratching for sure.
Also, it depends on if you take care of it, oil it up, and if your skin gets dry. If you use
Mm.
beard oil or beard balm, then that helps a lot.
Oh,
Okay. Probably should invest in that, honestly.
Beard balm?
It's
Beer.
basically wax instead of oil.
Yes.
Huh.
Well, there's
Hmm.
beard wax as well. Beard balm is in between wax and oil.
Yeah, exactly. So
And it's balm as in BALM, not bomb, as in drop the
yeah, I know. Like
Figured.
lip balm.
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like lip balm as well. Yeah. Lip balm, but for your beard as well too. Uh,
Balm.
You know, it's funny because when I used to go to church, they would always say there's a bong and
There is no balm in Gilead, yeah.
I always, well, now I'm like, there's no bong in Gilead.
huh.
You know, right?
Should be.
Hi, Siobhan.
Hey, Shaban.
Howdy, howdy.
I thought that was Avril Lavigne for a minute.
Well, that's a
How
compliment.
dare you call Siobhan Canadian?
That is what you said.
I said you look like Avril Lavigne right there. I thought Avril Lavigne popped up on our feed.
Then John, I thought John said something.
Oh, I
Oh,
said, how dare you call Siobhan Canadian?
Good point. Good point.
yeah, but that's supposed to be a
Some of
compliment.
my best friends are Canadian.
Yeah, funny enough, that's actually like strangely connects to like one of the topics I want to bring up. Speaking of a Canadian, R.P. Graham Greene is a Indigenous actor, most famous for like his Oscar-nominated role in as a Kicking Bird in Dances with Wolves. But I know him most from like his funny role in like Maverick, the 1994 like film starring like a terrible awful person of Mel Gibson that we know now as well. But like Camp
So,
Green,
Thunderheart,
yes.
Most
and
recently in Echo in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I
and
also
and then he did quite a few seasons of Red Green.
yes he did. He
He
was
also was in a movie called Clear Cut, which is one of my favorite of all time in my top 10 movies.
oh nice.
Cool.
Uh, I also
I never heard of it. I'll have to check it out.
yeah clear cut. Have to check that out. I also remember him in Die Hard with a Vengeance as well too, just as one of the cops.
Clear Cut is free with ads on YouTube.
Oh nice. Okay, I
It's
have
a
YouTube
horror
Premium, so it's
western.
free for me
I
as
think
well.
you or somebody actually mentioned this to me. I think I read the description of it before, but I'll definitely have to check it out. It's a 1991 Canadian
Hmm.
horror film, a horror thriller directed by Ryszard Bugajski. I'm sure I butchered that. And starring Graham Greene, Floyd Red Crow Westerman, Ron Lee, Michael Hogan. I have a friend named Michael Hogan.
Is he related to Paul Hogan or Hulk Hogan?
Michael. Yeah,
The
and his
good one or the bad one is what I meant.
real name, Terry something or whatever, Terry dipshit Trump sucker. I call him. I will definitely have to watch this. I will definitely have to watch this.
All right,
It's
good
a really
recommendation.
good movie, especially if you're the kind of person who loves the environment
Ah, yes.
to the point where you would be willing to do some pretty crazy things on
King.
behalf of it.
What's it called?
Oh, Clear Cut is the name of the movie, Clear Cut, and it is available on YouTube, free with ads as well too. I have YouTube Premium, so it's free for me. Period.
All right, I'll watch it eventually.
Then again, it's like if I promised that I was go see like Clear Cut, then like Kane 20 would be is like when have you seen Lost Boys yet? And it's because like that's like I think I did promise that I would go see Lost Boys and then treat
You
myself
never
to
seen
like
Lost Boys?
I have not seen Lost Boys.
I thought you were cultured.
See, this is why I don't call
No,
myself
but see, I
emotional.
have my own moment for that too, because it had nothing to do specifically with a movie or a franchise or whatever, but it was 2 or 3 years after I got Amazon Prime before I realized that it did anything except give me free shipping. I had no idea there
Mm.
were videos on there, there were TV
Mhm,
shows on there was music
mhm,
on there were games on there. I
mhm,
was like, what? Yeah. So and of course I have a couple of them booted up. Like I have Good Omens booted up, which I haven't watched
mhm.
yet. I mean, I've read the book I don't know how many times, and the one author that's still alive can suck my big Irish ass. But
Yes.
let's see, Good Omens. Lucy Lawless has a new series. My Goddess. Lucy Lawless
Mm.
has well, new to me. I think it's over now, and it's called the hell is the name of it? Some live something murder, whatever. She plays a detective anyway, who was retired from the force for whatever reason. Now she's a private detective. Blah blah blah. But there's from the clips I've seen, it's funnier than shit, and it's also for TV, quite raunchy. So that's good too.
Mm.
No, Gabrielle isn't on there. I wish. That would be awesome, even better. You know,
Mhm,
she's the one that broke my egg, and then I'm trying to fix my screen here. She's the one that
mhm.
broke my egg, and then a friend of mine asked because a friend of mine asked me. She said, it's a common question that a lot of trans women go through. Do you want to be her, or do you want to be with her?
And a lot of trans women we say both, honestly.
Right, and yeah, okay. Except I don't want to be Lucy. I wanted to be Gabrielle.
Yes, exactly. Hello, Jordan P. Hello, Messy Red Studios. Welcome on in. So yeah, Grant Green was Canadian as well too, but also Indigenous, of course, as well too. And he was in fact honored in the Canadian Hall of Fame as well too.
He was like our Morgan Freeman.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
there you go. That's a good way to put it.
I went to my first burlesque show yesterday.
Oh, how was that?
It was good. I really enjoyed myself.
It's like a circus for grown-ups.
I like the art. I like the art and the whole art of it all.
Hmm. Yeah, there's
The art of
definitely
what?
burlesque.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
What the heck was that movie? Was it the movie? Was it called Burlesque? Was
You
Cher?
mean
Showgirls?
no, it's Cher.
Cher and Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, Sharon Christina Aguilera. I got to look this up as well too.
Oh,
I know a cabaret, but like,
uh, it might have been actually called Burlesque.
yes, it was called Burlesque. Sharon Christina Aguilera.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Okay,
A little
20.
hokey at times and whatever, but yeah.
I mean, a musical. I'm gonna expect some hokiness from a musical, honestly, as well too. Chicago at least did it like a good way of how to like, okay, here's why we're seeing a bunch of song or dance routines of everyone just dancing and singing in the perfect beat. Yeah, pitch and everything like that. It's because like this is a hallucination in that character as well too, or like a daydream as well too. Okay, fine as well too. But you know what? I've watched a lot of musicals because my mom loves musicals. I'm fine with like people just like breaking out of the song and dance, honestly, as well
Now
too,
you
just
got
for the hell
that
of it.
That
stuck in,
doesn't happen in real life.
now you got that stuck in my head, geek. It's all your fault.
Sorry.
Oh no, the song "Daydream Believer" by the Monkees.
My
Oh.
dad used to just randomly break out in song and dance, like just wherever he was,
Mhm.
whenever the mood took him over, he
I
would
retired.
just break out in song and start dancing a little dance and singing a little song. And it embarrassed my little sister so badly Oh my God. Every time he did it, especially if we were someplace where it was busy, like the mall.
Right, right. Well, that's the best time to do it. You
Yes,
know,
exactly.
I retired almost 3 years ago, and for 30 or 40 years that I worked, I sang everywhere I worked
Mhm.
at
As-
work.
and yet, what? And yet, suddenly we didn't have autism in my time, and yet, like your father just like breaks out a song and dance whenever he wants to.
That's why when I
I
walk down
know,
the
right?
aisle, I have to touch a box or drum
Yes.
on the shelf or something because I'm not autistic. No, not me.
Is autism was a thing in my day, but don't touch my Rowhammer figurines, they've just been painted.
Or when I tell people, what's
Or
up, Terry?
trains.
Tell people, do not get into a trivia contest with me about the movie Rudolph. You will not win.
It's just like when me and my brothers finally got to talk to two of our coworkers at my dad's wedding and stuff like that. What's your dad like at work? And one of the things they both said, don't ask him trivia pursuit questions. He and we knew instantly. First of all, okay, that's where we got it. But also, if he starts, he won't shut up. Yes, understood.
I did get a good compliment once. I worked at the local nursing home for 11 or 12 years, something like that.
Mhm,
And I went from there to the hospital.
mhm.
So that Christmas music is my favorite, which is kind of ironic because I'm a Celtic pagan. But
I like
Christmas
Christmas
is my
music.
favorite. It's what I
Me
grew
either.
up.
Mhm.
And I went to work at the hospital in September, and friend A and friend B, Heather and Brenda. Heather told Brenda um, one day had stopped her at my house and we're just hanging out, yakking, whatever. And she said, "You'll never guess what Heather said about you today." And I said, "I don't know what that bitch said." Heather and I got along absolutely awesome. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, and she said, she said, I'm not gonna use my dead name. That was my dead name, that I was going
Mhm.
by at the time. But she said, it's just not Christmas without my dead name going around singing Christmas songs all day.
Mm.
So that was kind of
Isaiah, you have your
I
hand
have
up.
a boss who actually sings Christmas songs year round.
Kill
me
them.
and
Whenever she gets like she just needs to get in a mood, and then all of a sudden, boom, she's singing Christmas carols.
Live
Skip
365
ahead. He's
used
already
they're
running this once.
defunct now, but
Bad,
Live
very bad.
365 you could go there and you could put in Jewish reggae, which is something I listen to.
Hmm.
Okay. And there'd be like 20 stations or 30 stations from these people that made it, paid to make a station, whatever, play their music, play their ads, whatever. And there's probably 30 or 40 of them that were 24/7, 365 days a year Christmas music. You might have like Christmas classics or classics and new ones, or the modern Christmas music, or classical Christmas music, or the heck is the name of that? Gregorian chant Christmas music or whatever.
Mhm. Isaiah,
Isaiah,
you
you
had your.
raise your hand.
Yeah. I like Christmas. I like Christmas too. I like it that I get to like decorate a lot of stuff. I usually try to go for like vintage Christmas decorations.
Hmm.
'Cause,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
like those evergreen wreaths and that sort of thing too.
yep.
My
And
place is too small to decorate for Christmas.
Oh yeah,
and
that's.
and Shaban. Oh, do you guys want to know what my favorite Christmas song is? I bet
Go
you.
ahead. Yeah, yes. Let's go
Not
around.
autistic because I have a train and it's Christmas. No, not me.
Well, what's our favorite Christmas? What's your favorite Christmas song, Isaiah?
So, well, actually, I got two. Actually, I got two. I got
Yes.
the first one is like the soundtrack from Star Trek 4. That's a Christmas soundtrack. And then my favorite Christmas song is, wait for it, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you were
That's.
going to say all I want for Christmas is my front teeth.
Yeah, I remember that song too as well too. I think.
No, all the words and all the choruses to probably 40 Christmas songs.
Mm,
Like, when we were doing Black Friday,
mm,
because I worked at Wally World for over a decade, when we were doing
yeah.
Black Friday, they put my big ass out on door duty because
Mm,
it's easy for me to direct people. I
mm,
get to stand there in the cold because y'all know that I love cold,
mm.
and I get to sing Christmas songs for 3 or 4 hours. And I loved
Okay.
it. The customers loved it.
Mhm.
Um, but my favorites, um, well, first of all, it's got to be "Oh Holy Night."
Okay, that's going.
And then the Christmas song, chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Okay, yeah,
And then God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
yeah. Hmm.
And finally Rudolph, the song Rudolph itself, obviously. And then the
Yep.
song from the movie, you know,
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
um, um, I'm Not a Misfit. Uh,
Mm.
and like I said, there's all sorts of trivia. Like when I ask people, okay, when I ask people, what is the name of the snowman?
Frosty.
No. In the movie Rudolph, what's the name of the snowman?
Oh, in the movie Rudolph. Damn.
What is
I
the
don't
name
remember.
of the little girl doll on the island of misfit toys?
That I don't know. No.
Lucretia.
People, because the line goes, let me think. A scooter for Jimmy, a dolly for Sue. So they think her name is
Mm.
that. She's there because she doesn't have a name.
Mm.
And I also have a good argument every year online with people, and it's not like arguing like we're calling each other names, but
Right,
whether it's
right.
a good movie or a bad movie.
That's a good discourse as well too. Yeah.
And I understand the point where they make about the bad movie because, in their viewpoint, Rudolph is useless until he can help, other people, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't apologize to him and blah blah blah. But my point is
Hmm.
this: if you actually know anything about the movie, they apologize to him, tell him they were wrong, tell him they were sorry, and everything before they find out that he can be useful.
Mm.
So it's that timing that's key for me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
lots of Christmas songs. And this
Uh.
year I watch a relative's granddaughter. She's
Hmm.
two,
Hmm.
terrible twos. She's an awesome kid. So I got a tree in the back, which I will bring out. I'm going to have to figure out some way to fix it to the roof, though, because I have two kittens now. And they're
Yeah.
over, and I might be yeeting them out the window.
Yeah.
Team
Myth-
Cavalry. I don't know that one, Metro. Huh.
yeah.
I put it around my Christmas tree.
I think like I don't know, this like Christmas song as we were talking about, this Christmas song gets stuck in my head. Last Christmas, you gave me my heart, but the very next day
And
you
the
gave
very next day, you gave
Took
it
it
away.
away.
yes.
Did
I
it?
like that one. It's because like a melancholy Christmas. It's like there's the happy Christmas songs, but there's the melancholy Christmas
You can
songs.
take
Is
almost
that
any.
song by Wham? Is that by Wham?
That sounds like Wham, honestly.
You can take almost any Christmas song and slow it down and make
Mhm.
it better.
Yes, I agree,
Deck
honestly.
the halls, whatever.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
Silent Night sometimes makes me like a little weepy.
what's that?
It's
Mm.
so slow
Which
and
one?
it's so melancholy sounding.
Silent Night.
Oh, yeah, Silent Night is a good one. I also know a pagan version of that. I also know
Nice.
because I belong to the HPLHS, which is the
Mhm.
HP Lovecraft Historical Society. They do like actually it's over there. I got it out a week
Mhm.
ago. I have my death certificate.
Mhm.
I have my certificate where I was admitted to Arkham Asylum.
Nice.
Um, and then all sorts of other stuff from there. But they have two CDs. One is called A Scary Solstice.
Yeah.
That was a huge hit among the geeks.
Mhm.
So they went the next year they went with A Very Scary Solstice.
Mhm.
So they have songs like It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Fishmen everywhere I go, or I Saw Mommy Kissing Yogg-Sothoth, or whatever. Yeah, but some
Yeah.
of the production is beautiful, and they have a choir that sings background, and a lot of times in a lot of the songs and stuff. And it could be just like the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. They're really really good. Jordan says I have a Christmas challenge where I pick a song in a movie every day through December 1st to 25th. So the last 3 years, 3 years in a row, Jordan, I have done. See, okay, if anybody didn't realize, I'm trans. Hello, hi.
Yes.
So I decided that we get the entire month of December just because I said so.
Mhm.
So, there's like, Pride Month and this and that and whatever, you know what, decorating, whatever. Hello, okay. So we get the entire month of December, and it's called Transmas. I have a logo I made for it, and then what I've done every year is every day on my Facebook or on my, at the time when I was running my show on a regular basis, I post a video that is either from a queer artist or a group with a queer artist in it, or was written by a queer artist or whatever, or is a little unusual. Like there is a, and it is X-rated. It is not just R-rated. It is an X-rated version of a reading, not reading. What's the word I'm looking for? A version adaptation of the 12 Days of Christmas from William Conrad, who was like he did the show Canon. He was in a lot of he did a lot of narration. He was a narrator for Rocky and Bullwinkle. And so he does an X-rated version of that, and it's absolutely hilarious. It starts out fine, and then it gets worse as it goes along. Because this guy keeps sending this woman a partridge in a pear tree, then 2 turtle doves, then 3 French hens, then et cetera, et cetera. He sends her every day, sends her these things. Yeah, she's not impressed by the end.
Because what the hell am I going to do with all these? We did 8 maids of milking, 12 lords of leaping, and we're going to have also these animals too.
Videos from what's his name? Videos from Sam Smith, Kim Petras, Pentatonics, voice play, different other artists. I've also put on their videos by artists that were not even anything to do with Christmas at all, as far as the individual song was, but they're a queer artist.
Yeah.
So I put it on there. A couple of them last year, a couple of them were punk. One was like heavy metal. And I've even showcased a couple of I can't remember his name, but he's a Vince Guaraldi, Guaraldi. Don't get me started on Peanuts Christmas either. But
Peanuts.
yeah, I absolutely love Peanuts. I know that one almost entire. I can do the Rudolph one line for line, word for word. I've seen it over 150 times. I can do the Peanuts one mostly, and of course I know all the songs, whatever. The Harvey Dangerous song is called "Sometimes You Have to Work on Christmas," and I like some of the weird songs, like "All I Want for Christmas Is My 2 Front Teeth."
See, Santa Baby but the original by like I forgot the actress's name that she played like the Catwoman. Oh, Eartha Kitt. Yes, that's like that's classic.
I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Yes, that's always a classic one.
Let's see. Oh, there's what the heck is it? So what I would do was when I was standing there and I got like a thermos, because there's snow, so I'm a little cool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't need a jacket or anything, just gloves and a thermos, and I was good. I would go through the alphabet, and there are only 8 letters, only 8 letters of the alphabet that do not start a Christmas song. Or, and some of them are multiple ones, like S, there's Silent Night and Silver Bells and whatever. And then I wrote Christmas songs for all the ones that have letters missing. So
Isaiah.
Have you guys heard the song called "I Was Born on Christmas Day"?
No, I haven't.
Call it.
Born on Christmas Day. Da, 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 da. Okay. Let me find a link for it in YouTube and share it.
I'm just like looking at like other news as well too as we're talking about that, but I'm trying to remember if they're like kind of like Christmas songs. Because well, We're Not Yankovic has like 2 Christmas songs, but like they're We're Not Yankovic, so it's like one is like Christmas at Ground Zero, like I kind of like that one, and then like The Night That Santa Went Crazy as well too. I always like that one is for the humorous like but I think there's also like a song about like Santa got run over by a reindeer, if I remember correctly. But I don't. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
That's from our neck of the woods. That's from the Upers.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, honestly.
Elmo and Patsy. What was the other one? I was just going to tell you. Oh, Lordy. I'm also ADHD, so,
Yeah, exactly. So, like, well, I would just like to tell you this piece of news that I'm reading up on because, like, people were sharing this around, and it's like, so apparently, okay, bad news, but the Trump administration, well, it's always bad news when it's Trump administration, but they were attempting to block transgender people from owning firearms, and I don't know how they were able to do that. This is the one time that, like, even
Well, because they're mentally ill, and they've always been in favor of limiting access of mentally ill people.
Oh yeah, absolutely, always.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
Uh,
gonna be the autistic people next.
Oh yeah. Well, they're proposing a plan and they're want to try to like block trans people from like
No,
owning
they're going to
firearms.
limit it, I think, probably first to trans people, then to Latinos, because they're
Yeah.
all illegals, and then to
Mm,
black.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Yes, but like
Probably to disabled people in there somewhere.
You're gonna try anyway, and it kind of threw me. You know, it's the whole broken clock thing that the NRA
yes.
supported us.
Yeah, exactly. This is the one time that the NRA has actually stepped up to prove that they are actually for like gun ownership or protecting the rights of gun ownership. Even though they'll say this, even though the NRA on the right this time as well too, still evil organization, still with blood on their hands. How had Phoenix Bill too? The Night Sentence was insane. Oh yeah, that Weird Al is that the Weird Al Yankovic song I'm also thinking of because I also really enjoy that song too. But like the thing is like when we had on to talk about gun rights as well too, and their father like said like who's a gun owner himself as well said don't trust the NRA. The NRA is not for like the gun owners as well too. They're only for the gun manufacturers. They're a lobbying organization. One thing is like I always bring up, and I remember this, they never said anything about the shooting of Philando Castillo because he was a legal gun owner and he had the legal permit to like for concealed carry.
He did everything the cop told him to do.
Exactly. Everything he was legally supposed to do, but like I have a gun as well too. But his hands was on the dashboard and got shot and killed by the cop. Yes,
Is he a black guy?
yes, he was a black
Guess
guy.
what?
Oh yeah,
And his wife was sitting in the seat next to him,
I
and
was
she
saying,
had to remain calm and manage the cop's emotions.
no, I was
Mm,
saying he's a black guy
Daughter was
and
in the car too, wasn't she?
about minority.
yes,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But the NRA never said anything about Philando Castillo shooting this as far as I remember as well too. But like, it's like again, it's a broken watch thing that they came out to say no, trans people have the right to own guns as well too. But
Okay,
like,
so I'm putting
You want to see something infuriating about cops that happened recently?
mm.
Let's see, I saw it on Reddit. Massachusetts cop having trouble standing upright because they're drunk.
Of course they are.
Huh. Like while on the job?
Yep.
Oh
In
yeah.
uniform, carrying a weapon and everything.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I
Those
just
fuckers get away with everything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if there were consequences for their actions?
Mhm.
my favorite Christmas song, the last thing I'll do about Christmas,
Sure.
called "The 12 Pains of Christmas." It was originally done by Bob Rivers on the radio. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. It's like a string of lights or whatever it is, something like that. And it goes through all the different pains. But the video that these guys did for it, as a tribute to it, it's hilarious. So I put the link in the chat.
Nice. 12 Pains of Christmas.
But yeah,
My favorite Christmas song ever is Stuck in the Smoke Hole of Our Teepee.
Ooh.
never
I
hide
don't
it.
know that one. Never
That's
heard
a
of it.
good
I
one.
got
Except
Yeah,
for the
I
one
got
word.
You can
I like
find it on YouTube.
and so yes, I'm trying to think of like other. I already mentioned like Hall Notes is like June Bell Rock's the favorite Christmas songs. Like, or I always enjoy that one as
Can I
well
share
too.
my screen right quick?
Go ahead, yeah. Oh, well, John Brockman has to like allow you
Um,
permission
Oh.
to like share a screen. I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You
anyone
can-
can share it. No, oh, it doesn't. I should figure out how to make that for people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, your neighbor's internet sucks. Oh, you constantly like attendance the 30 seconds behind. That sucks. Yeah.
Can you
I
guys-
know. Phoenix, this world is so expensive. We'll see it in a second. Yeah, there we go. Trains.
Yeah, so this is the train set that I put under my tree right here.
Of course.
Nice.
I have a train in the closet
Not
that's
very realistic. I don't see any derailings.
Yeah.
where's the chemical cars that poison the local populace.
Oh, this
I
is
know,
it.
right?
We don't
But
care.
I have one that's I put it last year. I did it as a circle, but I've also got the other tracks to make it an oval. And I know my kiddo is gonna love that this year. So
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait till I get me like a bigger place so I can actually build a city around this.
Oh, it would be
You
awesome.
know what you could do is you could suspend it from the ceiling and then lower it whenever you want to work.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I might
I
choose.
mean, your landlord would probably hate that, but
Yeah,
their landlord.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, their landlords screw them. I
and there's
used to
also the song I share too. The Saint.
Isaiah.
Sorry.
I used to make panoramas.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, that's what I want to make. I was
Very easy to make. I know all sorts of shortcuts and stuff. I did it for like 4 or 5 years in high school, and then after I got out for the first year or so, I was in the military. I love making those things, especially winter ones, of course.
yeah.
But I love making those things.
I was gonna make mine a
In
fictional
them, you
town.
can put a pond in them, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. No, but making like models like that is kind of like neat as well too. Yeah, but sometimes I do wish I have a bigger place to like it because there are still things in boxes ever since like I moved here, and I think I moved here like almost 10 years ago or something like that. I forgot. No,
And you still got
no,
boxes of stuff.
no. 2014 is when we moved in. I remember this because it's like I became permanent and like oh my God, I'm okay. I'm seeing a video from like the this automatically playing, and it's just like, what the hell? Is that Mr. Beast like in an NFL? Okay, whatever. No, it's probably Mr. Beast looking like, and I fuck Mr. Beast. Anyway, where was like, oh yeah. I remember now. It's just like I got finally permanent at my job at like 2012, but then 2 years later, kind of got promoted as well too, or moved to the stock room. And it's like 2014, and that's right around the time we also moved in this apartment as well too. Okay, yeah. So it's been over 10 years. I still got like thing in boxes since we moved in here, and it's like it's like manga, DVDs, anime DVDs, and like video games as well too. I mean, it's just like for when I finally have all the time in the world to play on my backlog of like games and stuff like that, and yet I still get new ones this following that. In fact, I just got like a Hollow Knight Silk Song because like a streamer was giving away a copy of like Hollow Knight Silk Song with the soundtrack for it. So I got the Steam codes for it, then I got it in my library as well too. I haven't even played Hollow Knight, the first one yet as well too. So I was like, might as well. And like also since like we were talking about Christmas, and yeah, it's kind of early about Christmas, but whatever as well too. But like, do you celebrate Spooky Month for like 2 months in a row and something like that?
Oh,
Because like some
absolutely. This is pre-Samhain season because I'm a pagan, so
it's
I celebrate Samhain. But I
yeah,
will do Halloween too. You know, for the.
Wait. There's
I was going to
Halloween
use
and
the M.
Halloween
I was going to
season?
use the M word that came out of Harry Potter shit, and I'm not going to use that word. So for the
yeah.
normals, I
Yes,
will.
normals, yes.
I will do Halloween too. But yeah, so this is all
There was a Halloween too, John
pre-Samhain.
Brockman.
This is all pre-Samhain, all the way up until the 30th of September, which my birthday's in the latter part of this month. Um, Indigenous is coming up.
Mine's
Yes.
coming up in November.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, well, intelligent people are born in the fall. I mean, so, but then, yeah,
So parents are nerds
the
and didn't
whole
go
month of
outside.
October, this place is going to be decorated. You'll see it, when I do that. What did you say?
Yeah, because the parents are nerds and they don't go outside when it's nice out.
That's why intelligent people are born in fall.
I was
Oh,
born in
and by
summer
the
though.
way, just for people who they've been doing this crap since I started trick or treat in 1964. Okay.
Mhm.
They've been doing this since then, although not as bad as it was for a while there, a couple decades or so. But ain't nobody putting weed in your kid's Halloween bag. Okay.
Yeah, no one's sharing their freaking stash with their kid.
One,
I
it's expensive
I
as
wouldn't.
hell.
They're not
Two,
Yes.
ain't
doing
nobody
as
like
kids
their kid that
nowadays. They're
much.
not doing anything with it.
You're not putting knives in your candy.
Why would they want to put poison or razor blades in your candy, something like that? It's just like that doesn't make sense to me. But it's like,
If I recall, there was
Halloween's the
one
devil
case
holiday.
where somebody put needles in an apple, but it wasn't. The child wasn't because the parent always checked. The child wasn't even in danger and whatever.
mhm,
Out of what, almost 60 years.
yeah. Yes, the weed again. The weed never makes sense to me because like no one's sharing their stash for free as well too, or not handing it out as well too. Now that
The
would be
only
an all.
dangerous thing your kid is going to get in their Halloween candy is going to be sugar-free snacks and toothpaste.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and another thing, while we're on the topic of Halloween and not
Yes.
Samhain,
Hmm.
okay, I'm going to try to be polite. And y'all know I don't do polite very well, but I'm gonna try to be polite. Do not get your kid a blue bucket.
Mm.
Do
Autism.
not.
Don't
comes
set your kid
directly
apart from all the other kids.
comes directly from Autism Speaks. It
Oh, fuck them.
separates them from the other kids.
Yep.
And even whether they're autistic or not, they don't owe you jack shit. You know, you come up, they'll come up to the door. If I was handing out candy, come up to the door and I go, here you go. And if they say
Give the
they say
autistic
happy
kid some
Halloween,
candy.
whatever, I'll say happy Halloween when they walk away. That's it. They don't have to say shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
exactly.
how it works. Okay. And I'm a what's the word I'm looking for? Not co-op. Oh, but maybe co-op might be a good phrase for it. Okay. Because of my fucking ancestry, as my grandmother would say. 90% or more of your Halloween traditions came from us.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Hey, hello, how old are you? We should be. We should.
Try it, Tria. Be teaching the
Tria.
typicals how to just deal with some kids. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, some kids are not comfortable speaking to strangers as well too, and you know what? I totally get that as well too. And yeah, probably Phoenix and the growling probably not hurt, but as well too. But I say, you said panda bears can growl if you are a panda bear as well too. This going back to a conversation we had in DMs as well too.
Look,
Because
the only thing panda bears can't do is fuck.
Okay, I can't fly either. I would like to, but I have to be assisted by airplane or some kind of vehicle to
Y'all don't want me to fall down because it takes a crane to get my big ass up.
Why is it that every freaking video that you see of panda bear cubs, it just looks like chaos, no matter what?
Because
panda bear cubs.
They're just so cute but chaotic.
Right. Tree. Okay, tree. Okay, thank you.
Hey, dipshits, where are you?
It's
the reason videos of panda bear cubs look like chaos is because they only share the funny ones.
No, that's true. That's true.
Okay, the one that's laying down there, 3/4 of the way asleep, so I'm not going to mess with her. Where the hell is the other one? She's probably roaming around here somewhere. She's probably asleep on the other table. No. I know
not
supposed to be, but
right. I know. I just want to watch some videos of ramp pandas just because as well too. Because ramp pandas, I don't think they'd be good pets though, or it's not good for them to be pets as well too. But damn, they're cute.
No, they're live bears.
No, but how awesome it would be to be part of a rescue organization?
Exactly. And I'm not overly. I was going to say not overly fond of pandas. It's not I don't like them. There's other animals I like better. That's all. But yeah, I would definitely be part of a rescue for pandas or whatever else.
Yeah, red pandas. Yeah, exactly. Or foxes as well too. Other animals.
However, I must take umbrage at the fact that you apparently think that they are better because there is one mammal that is better than all the rest. Okay.
The duck-billed platypus.
It's better than dogs.
Elephants.
Nominally, it's better than cats. Nominally, on a scale of 1 to 10,
sea lions.
Cats are tied for a 9.8. Okay, baby
Seals.
goats.
Baby goats. Okay,
baby goats are a 9.999999 repeating. Okay. I like ferrets too.
Ferrets are cute as well too. Capybaras are cute and chill animals. Capybaras are just so chill.
Capybaras are adorable.
Aren't those the things that the anacondas eat all the time?
Yeah,
probably. Honestly,
probably because they're giant rats.
Exactly. Right. They are the world's largest.
I didn't mean to break it down, but when someone said Kookaburra, I was like, "Oh, that's anaconda food."
Okay, so now my brain when you said giant rats and you said anaconda, my brain went to I wonder what they taste like. I'm a redneck. I'm sorry, but I've eaten squirrel. Okay, I've eaten snake. I've eaten turtle. I've eaten squirrel. I've eaten porcupine. I've eaten venison. I've eaten whatever. Okay,
they probably taste akin to squirrel. Out of the list that you have there, because squirrel is another rodent.
And it is actually, because I'm also a Bugs Bunny aficionado, cartoons in general. There is actually a dish called Hassenpfeffer.
Yep.
And it was originally written for rabbit, but you can use squirrel as a substitute, which I've done. It's good. Capybaras.
I've never had
guinea pigs. Yes,
I've had rabbit.
Oh,
I've
I
had
love that.
squirrel.
I have never had
I have
anything
never had
outside of
Boston
because
pepper.
I just never did that. I
You're a
just
city boy.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I'm
okay. You're a city boy. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Plenty of
You
ranch
try.
in the city.
It's capybaras, ginormous guinea pigs. Yep, I agree. Makes sense as well too. I have had venison because I visited a family in like Michigan, and like the father, my uncle-in-law does hunt as well too. And
I
my uncle,
love venison.
then it's
Venison's great.
there's such
Oh,
a
I love
sweetness
that.
to it. Yeah.
So
But go ahead.
no, I just want to be the Florida correspondent and share.
Yes, there's some Florida news. Exactly. Yes.
Yes. Well, there's actually two incidents of Florida news
Mhm.
this week. Florida has decided to forfeit vaccine mandates for their
Yep.
citizens,
Well, it's not like they're going to be vaccines this fall anyway.
and they're still at war with several cities here about sidewalks and crosswalks.
Painting rainbow
Are they
stripes.
still arresting people who do the rainbow in the crosswalk by the Orlando shooting location?
Yeah, I
That was the
believe.
Pulse Club.
Yep, I believe that's still happening, and so I'm reading off of
Rest my ass. I don't care. I've been in jail before. I don't give a shit.
Well, they're releasing people. They're arresting them and then releasing them because they can't hold them on anything. It's
Right.
sidewalk chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard the word of Kingsburg.
Catch and release is understandable for like fish. You're probably making those like fish like for work though, honestly, stuff like that. But like we should not do catch and release for
oh
humans, and then
and
Fishing,
more
fine. People, not so fine.
and and also Florida is also suffering from a tourism drought.
yeah,
Yeah, I
not
wonder why.
actually. I wonder why. Hey, is it
I
because
know, right?
is it because of the fascism? It's because of the fascism in like Florida, or how I thought that people of tourists would love to come to Florida since we're now free of vaccines, and just like, oh god.
Yeah.
Come to Florida, get the plague, leave with memories. If you survive.
Yeah, I think that Economicon even mentioned this like here on Sister Outplay, but she has mentioned it before that like yeah, she her girlfriend or one of her girlfriends, a bunny girlfriend, I believe, has family in Florida as well too, because bunny girlfriend I think is like Hispanic as well too, and so yeah, then like family in Florida, so it's like the first time was like fine, but the second time is like well after the year of reward of whatever as well too, and like a rise of fascism and Ron DeSantis is governor, and this is also when like Knock is out as a trans person as well too, out in public as a trans person as well too, like probably wearing and fronting as well too. Yeah. Florida's just hell between environment shit and like policies is bad. It's like I
And I
wish it
think
was.
it was in Florida or was it Georgia?
Mhm.
I was talking with Indigenous earlier, one of the two states, where the Trump administration, Trumpy Dumpty,
Mhm.
and Lutnick, Howard Lutnick, that's a hell of that's a good villain name for a Disney movie.
But
But crowed about how this was, they were bringing jobs in, and it was, whatever this, because the Koreans came over and we're going to build a plant, help Americans here
yeah,
build a plant, and then they came in and arrested a bunch of them and deported them.
yeah, that happened in Georgia.
Well, but now they're free.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a lot
Well,
of terrible
well,
offense. Go
well,
ahead.
now Americans can work those jobs.
yeah, okay.
Is I mean like the job market kind of sucks in some ways, so it's like
Now,
take whatever
in
it
my
is.
20s, I could have done it. In my 20s, one of the jobs I worked for 4 years was seismographing. That's exploring for natural gas and oil with dynamite. And we worked, I made $4.25 an hour. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But after taxes and child support, I was taking home over $1,000 a paycheck because we worked dark 30 to dark 30, 30 to 50 days in a row.
Mm.
And so
My
because
dad was
overtime.
old enough that when he was a really young person, fresh out of the military, he said that he worked in the fields down in Southern California, picking things like strawberries and things like that.
Right.
And you end up becoming like a seasonal worker that way. And you basically travel around to the different seasons of whatever.
Right,
So
right.
the harvest of strawberries happens is a separate time from the harvest of the Haas avocados,
Right.
which happen differently from the winter avocado. Like there's like all kinds of different harvests that happen at different times of year as the year progresses in Southern California.
And in
And
Florida and some other
my
southern states.
dad remembered when the vast majority of people who were there in the fields, they were Americans. They were indigenous, they were black, they were Hispanic, some, but not overwhelmingly Hispanic like they are now. And he remembers when basically the uh, Reagan administration in Southern California as governor, he was literally allowing in and not prosecuting people who were employing
Amnesty.
uh, people who were coming up from South, from like
Right.
the Hispanic countries.
They even made it official.
Yeah. And he remembers like there was bad blood. It created a whole bunch of bad blood because all of these people from down south came up and took American jobs by undercutting what they would be employed for. And that was like the beginning of how we see how things are today.
Yeah.
But at one time, those were American jobs, and two things happened. People undercut. They said, I'd be willing to work that job for less than these American people. And
Yep.
employers were like, yay!
Mm-hmm.
Finally, some capitalists who aren't going to prosecute us for employing illegal citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's exactly
And that's
what
the
they
thing.
did.
I see them rounding up all these people, you know, working in the fields or working in the farms or working in the restaurants or working in construction or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the bosses?
Yeah.
Why aren't they being arrested?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the suits and ties that are making these decisions?
The one big case that I saw, and this is about a decade and a half ago, agri-processors. Okay, they were the main producer slash processor for kosher food here in America. Okay, like there were other smaller ones, but they were the biggest one. I absolutely love their beef fry. It was phenomenal. It's beef bacon. It looks like bacon, it smells like bacon, and it tastes exactly like bacon. I know because I eat bacon too. But they got busted by the feds, and there was like 900 individual charges of fake social security numbers and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then other charges that on top of that, you know, for hiring these people or whatever. And they both fled to Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know,
I heard a lot of
I seem
pedophiles.
to remember that because there was a bunch of kosher meat packing plants
that went out of business.
in South Dakota that were affected by that.
Yep. And you know, there's Empire. Any Empire poultry product is kosher. Most chicken, poultry, whatever is kosher or halal. All kosher is halal, but not all halal is kosher. And that's not a criticism of halal or anything. That's just the way it's structured.
That part is that new to me. What does halal mean? I know about kosher.
Okay,
Kosher
so
means
halal is basically
Halal
the same
is-
thing as kosher, but for Muslims.
Muslim.
But for Muslims.
okay, makes
And
sense.
so
Dietary rules.
it's not just what you eat, you know, because obviously, you know, no pork, no shellfish, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so it's not just what you eat, but how it's prepared,
Makes sense.
how
Makes
the
sense.
animals are slaughtered, et cetera,
What
et cetera.
spices are used?
That guy, yeah.
Every year, this is a hint for y'all. Every year around Pesach or Passover, okay, buy the Coke bottles, the 2-liter Coke bottles, not the cases, not the cans, whatever, the 2-liter Coke bottles with the yellow tops. And the red tops, because they're the exact same thing, except that the yellow tops are kosher for Passover. Therefore, they use cane sugar not and they're a
Oh,
lot better. So
yep.
every year I was with my ex for 7 years. Every year we would buy like 22 liters,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
store, in the
yeah,
house,
sort of. Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah. They sort for quite some time too, as well too. And
Any
like each.
Lay's potato chip product
Mhm.
is kosher. It will
Mhm.
have sometimes it has a circle, sometimes it doesn't, but it usually has a circle around the letter, and it'll have a U, a D, or a K.
Mhm.
If it's got those on the package in some way, shape, or form, it's kosher.
Makes sense. But like, you're just reminding me of this, guys. Wasn't it like, first of all, like fuck RFK Jr. for like what he's doing with the CDC and of the human department as well too. And my God, that guy can like breathe heavily into the microphone as well too. And it's like, I don't want to make too.
Who?
Uh, uh,
RFK?
Robert Kennedy, Bobby
Oh,
Jr.
yeah.
Who,
I've
yeah,
never listened to him. I can't
yeah.
stand the motherfucker, so I won't listen to him.
Where is
Oh,
I'll read what he says, but I won't listen to
where is Sirhan? Sirhan, when you need him?
it's
him.
now. No, I don't want to like make fun. I don't make fun too much about like his voice and stuff like that because like as a medical condition he
Yeah,
has.
I can't make fun of his voice because it would be ableist,
True.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
but I
He's an
do
asshole.
have to say that
Mhm.
when you are a public speaker,
Mhm.
there's such a thing as having an unappealing voice. And
Right.
Mhm.
his it's gravelly, it's like it lilts in some very odd ways.
What was it you were telling me earlier today about what he looks like? He looked like somebody.
Oh, he looked like that the scene where Vincent D'Onofrio when he's playing the insect guy in
Men in
uh
Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black, and his face is kind of half melted by then. That's what he looks like.
All the sun tanning that he does and all the the like
Although
Botox and stuff like that.
RFK's days might be numbered, because
It
I've
might
been
be.
reading lately where obviously his family, all his family, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Hmm.
But there were some, we were talking about earlier today, Joey. There were some regulations and something else that was affecting um, business in a pretty large way.
Hmm.
And basically, a lot of people were telling Trump, you need to dump him, you need to get rid of him. And
Yeah.
even if that weren't the case, he has
Oh,
zero
The GOP is getting on him because Big Pharma basically is
Right.
putting pressure on their uh on the people that they've bought
Hmm.
Right.
and saying this is not okay. You
Hmm.
cannot start, investigating the effectiveness of vaccines that have been
Yeah.
proven safe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like it's going to cost Big Pharma a lot of money to do that investigation as well.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. And then they could get their stuff yanked by the FDA or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Um, he might be defenestrated someday or something.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He probably going to like cost more politically for like Trump and like money for like a Trump than like it's worth to like keep RFK Jr. on as well too. So, and it's just like okay, it's like there's an argument to be had about like too much like artificial preservatives and like a high fructose corn syrup and everything and stuff like that. But like no, vaccines are good, and yet he is like always denied the effectiveness of vaccines. It's just like he's a vaccine hater as well too, and it's just like he just like fell into that, or he's like staunch believer in that like kind of like almost like woo belief of like it just like being all natural or something like that. Okay, it's like listen, cyanide is natural as well too. Your poop is like natural. Just because
Bears are natural.
both the gay
Sharks are
kind and the
natural.
furry kind. Sharks are
Yeah.
natural, yes.
Yeah. You know.
uh, so it's
And
like
homeopaths, oh my God.
mhm.
The more you dilute it, the stronger it is. What?
I know, right? So you overdose on nothing.
Yeah. Gary
Yeah.
O'Brien he's one of my absolute favorite comedians, not just
Mhm.
because he's Irish. He started out in life, he went to college, he was going to be a physicist. So he's been a geek for decades. Okay.
A
He was going to
geeky.
be a physicist, and he just started getting into comedy and decided he liked that better, so he went into comedy. but he's done a lot. He's done Mock the Week, and he's done a lot of interviews with different scientists and stuff. But he was talking in this one show, and he was talking about atheism and religion, and he said, so he said it's really weird being an atheist and being Irish. He said because you tell people I'm in what religion are you? Well, I'm an atheist. Okay, well, are you a Catholic atheist or a Protestant atheist?
I'm a Catholic atheist because I'm ex-Catholic.
Or like you said, I'm an atheist, still Catholic.
Yep, there's definitely such a thing as like atheist still Catholic is a word too. And there was something like Catholics are just like are born again Catholics. It's like no.
Well, there's such a thing as people who are still employed in leadership positions as people of the cloth.
Yes.
Who are atheists who are scared to come out because they're going to lose their jobs, their life.
Yeah, like the Clergy Project. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, not just clergy, but just like imagine if you live in a small town and you're a plumber.
Yeah,
right.
You don't have to lose that many customers to lose your business.
Right, exactly.
Well, living in Florida, where
Christopher Hitchens, much as I can't stand the fucking asshole.
No, he was.
A comment one time when he was talking about it. They were doing some sort of debate. And he told it was Archbishop of, I don't know, fucking Narnia or whatever.
Franz Ferdinand.
He said, yeah, Archbishop Ferdinand. He said, you talk about how that the Bible and religion are, that theologians agree that there may not have been any actual Jesus and whatever. He said, but then you look at the people that are in your parish, the people that worship your deity, and they believe that. And you say, no, that's okay for them. They're little peons. They can believe whatever they want to believe as long as we have power over them, as long as we have control over them. One of the best contacts he ever had was Frau Fritzl was kept as a sex slave by her father for 24 years in a basement. And it just so happened that she finally, one day he was out of the house and she got the attention of a neighbor through a basement window. 78 when he got convicted. And he said it's too bad that it wasn't, he wasn't younger because his life sentence isn't going to feel like a life sentence. He said, but now you tell me, talking to the people on the dais, he said, you tell me that it was okay she went through all that because she'll have a better life later. It was okay that she went through that abuse. It was okay that she went through having multiple children from the abuse, having one dead child taken away and hidden and buried. Okay. And you say it was okay she went through all that, she'll have a better life, when she goes to heaven or whatever. He said, I don't understand how you can sit there and say something so wickedly and utterly immoral and horrific as that.
Oh, funny enough, since we're talking about like religion, yep, I was standing at like the bus stop waiting for my bus to go into work, and like I kind of saw this coming from a mile away. This like a well-dressed like white man, young white man as well too. He had a jacket on, but I could tell that underneath he had like a button-up shirt and a tie. And I was just thinking, okay, which one, Mormon or Jehovah's Witness will do? I was guessing Mormon, but like. Okay, there we go. My Yeti microphone's back as well too. I just touched the cord and it disconnected my Yeti microphone. And also, unfortunately, sometimes when that happens, all my other like USB like devices get disconnected too. If my external hard drive, that's like not the big thing. But it's when my mouse and keyboard, I can't use my mouse and keyboard. Even when I plug it back in, it's just like, oh great, have to hard reset the computer. So like he just like handed me this, just a card with the QR code, but also like a website he like urged me to go to. JW.org. Jehovah's Witnesses, because he says that there's an article on here as well. Like I probably should have hit at them as well as like Phoenix, but I think it was just like like what there's a article of hope to like solve all the wars going on in the world, something like that, and I just like no.
There's an easy way to have them never come to your house. If they ever come to your house, there's a very easy. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be impolite. You don't have to swear. You have wherever. You open the door and you ask them, are you Jehovah's Witnesses? And they say yes. Say, well, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. I've been shunned. I've been disfellowshipped. We'll never come to your house again. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was when I was working a couple years ago, I had one of the students came up and asked me, "Are you a Christian? Do you believe in God?" And I'm like, "I'm at my workplace. Can you not do this?"
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Had a guy, I was doing a door duty at Walmart one day and had a guy walk past me, stop, and I said, have a good night, whatever. Said that to everybody. And when they come in, I say, hi, can I help you find anything or whatever, whatever. And he stopped, he turned around, he come back and he put out his hand and, it's normal convention. Usually I don't like touching people a whole lot, but, because of the job and whatever. I went to reach for his hand and he said, I'm okay with people like you. No, I take that back. He actually used the phrase. He said, I'm okay with you people. He said, I'm a Republican. I'm the da 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 da. And this was the fall of 22.
It's the
Okay.
fact that you had to say that I'm okay with you people is just like, okay, you're throwing up a lot of red flags
And
right
he,
now.
he hands me this card and we're gonna have a meeting here and blah 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 blah. Motherfucker, I'm at work.
Yeah,
The fact that
exactly.
you decide to do that tells me how much of a shitty person you are.
Yeah.
And
Just like when men will hit on a woman, and sometimes on men, but men will hit on women. They think, oh well, she's nice to me in the drive-through, or she's nice to me at
Mm-hmm.
customer service at Walmart, or she's nice to me at
Mm-hmm.
the hairdresser or whatever. She really
Mm-hmm.
likes me. No, she fucking doesn't. She hates your guts. She's
She
just
has
being
to be nice for the job.
yes, exactly.
yeah, like, if you're a Republican and you're saying, well, I don't have a problem with you people,
Yeah.
you've already, like, for one, you've already separated us versus them
Right.
with whoever I am.
Mm-hmm.
Second, and more importantly, I don't have a problem with you people, but I'm a Republican, is exactly how somebody like that should put it. But I'm a Republican
Right.
because Republican policies
Do
hurt.
right. It's
And the
it's the
people that
exact
they
same
hurt
thing
are
as
definitely people like me. So
it's the
if you
exact
don't
same
have
thing
a
as I'm
problem
not a
with
racist,
me,
but
right, exactly.
Black friend.
yeah,
I'm
I
not
have a black
racist, but I
friend.
do hate white people.
I would have voted for Obama for a third term.
I wouldn't have. I did not
No,
like Obama.
yes, I live in Washington State, so my
I
vote
voted
doesn't
for
matter.
him twice. Do not get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but I did not like Obama. I'm not
Yeah.
a
I
Democrat.
voted for him twice and he was still responsible for DAPL.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and also for the innocent innocent deaths of people from drone
Yep.
attacks.
Yep.
He ramped up an automated assassination.
I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that, because like a lot of people thought that he would bring hope and change, and I think maybe Obama really wanted to, but he still had to play the old man's game of, we gotta bomb shit and kill people.
I see. My problem with that is, and I'm not saying that you're completely wrong, but my problem in thinking that way is because, for example, marriage should be between a man and a woman, were his exact words.
Yep.
And then he said, but he was okay with a civil union.
Mm-hmm.
So you're okay with separate but equal.
Mm-hmm.
And then in his second run campaign, whatever, his views had evolved. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was still a colonizer.
Yes,
That's
he was.
what gets me. Like every fucking president that we have ever
Ever
had,
had
they
exactly
range from I am just the kind of colonizer who will allow these big major corporations to roll over indigenous people
Mm-hmm.
to actually actively encouraging and helping those major corporations roll
Mm-hmm.
over indigenous
or
people
throwing people in
in
concentration
active
camps.
genocide.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the problem with colonization. It's
Yes.
active genocide.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's a problem with Democrats, and I call them blue MAGA. The
Yeah.
vote blue no matter who.
Mm-hmm.
Vote blue no matter who is how they got Colin Allred. vote blue no matter who is how they got what the fuck is her name? Kim Davis, the one
Oh
who
yeah.
found and she's now suing again.
Mm-hmm.
She's suing and saying that she shouldn't have to pay the because she got hit with the settlement for the gay couples lawyers fees and blah 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 whatever
Mm-hmm.
suffering I guess whatever all that stuff, and so
Mm-hmm.
she still hasn't paid anything yet on that.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah.
suing for
Mm-hmm. And yet still, we're a year out from the midterms and 3 years out from the next presidential election as well too. And then there's still some liberals still are championing on the vote, 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 and I get it because yeah, there's an argument that the reason why we're in this mess that we're in now because not enough people have voted. But I blame that at the Democrats for not doing things to motivate people to vote for them.
two of the biggest reasons that they're not the only ones, but two of the biggest reasons that the independents or because 70, 80 million people stayed home
Yeah,
and did not
exactly.
vote.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not saying they all would have voted for Harris or they all would have voted for
Yeah.
this, whatever, because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
like Harris either.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I voted for Harris, much as I
Mm-hmm.
didn't like her.
Mm-hmm.
But two of the biggest reasons are one, trans reasons, and two,
Yeah.
Gaza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those two right there. Okay. There were other issues. She had issues with indigenous people. She had issues
Oh,
with,
yeah.
I called her Cop Harris for a long time.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
Cop
Kamala
Harris.
Harris.
Kamala
But
Harris.
the Democratic Party's throwing trans people under the bus has been going on for a long time.
Yep.
And it impinged in my consciousness more, I think, because I was already starting to come out then too. Or I just come out, I think it was, when Hillary Clinton did an interview, a radio interview with some online radio personality. I don't know who it was. And they were talking about special interest groups. And they did everything but name the groups they were talking about as trans people. And, again, these aren't the exact words that they use, but, we should throw them under the bus in order to get votes. And people in Detroit, Arab American people in Detroit who said, what do you do? Okay, we got family who lives in Gaza, okay, or in other parts of Palestine, but we got family who lives over there. Do we vote for the people who want to kill them or the vote for the people who want to kill them?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Every single election, until we can become Australia, where there is mandatory voting bill too, or something like that. There's at least there's always three viable political parties. There's the Thuggins, the fascists, and then the conservative capitalist party of the Democrats as well too, and the couch. You also have to compete with the couch as well too. You have to encourage people to go out and vote as well too.
Yeah, you have to actually inspire people to come out and vote. We need that inspiration. And I think somebody like that would take enough votes away from both parties
Okay,
to
so
actually viably introduce a third party candidate.
I don't think he's interested, at least I haven't heard anything. I don't think he's interested yet in running for the presidency. Okay. But I wish he was here in Michigan. I wish he was, the senator from Michigan, because I'd vote for him in a heartbeat is Chris Murphy. However, the one that's in control of my part of the state is, and she's running for the Senate. She's in the House, but she's running for the Senate, the actual Senate, is Mallory McMorrow. Okay.
I heard, is she the white girl? She's the white lady, right?
Right. And I have a lot of respect for her stances. Okay. But Chris Murphy started out as a city councilman. Then he went to, this is in Connecticut. Okay. Then he went to the state House of Representatives. Then he went to the state Senate. Then he went to the House of Representatives. Then he went to the Senate. And twice, in one case, Linda McMahon, the WWE, Linda McMahon, who's running the Department of Education. Anyway,
I hate it so much.
He beat her. Okay. She had over 10 years in that seat. He beat her. When he was running for the House, he beat a 14-term incumbent Republican. Okay, so he clearly knows how to win elections. He's had on his website, okay, whatever, for over 2 decades. Let me be clear: trans rights are human rights.
Hmm.
He's pro Gaza. There's
Hmm.
just a lot of stances that he's good for. And then the Democrats, this is what gets me. The Democrats, because they want power, just flat out.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Hmm.
But if you have person A, person B, and person A say is Nancy Pelosi, although they're not running in the same area, whatever. But
Yeah.
and person B is Chris Murphy. You're gonna, if you put money behind Chris, you're gonna bring him in or whatever. But the problem is he's not just like AOC. AOC doesn't take any money from big donors.
Hmm.
All of her funding and stuff is, from what I understand, is from grassroots campaigns and donors. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of that is the same with Chris Murphy.
Mm.
So, he's not beholden to a lot of special interests.
Hmm.
They don't want him. Zoran Mamdani.
Yeah, exactly. And yet they're still finding that, and also recent news about like that race as well too, because like the general election still has not happened. And even though like Andrew Cuomo was like primary out, it's Zoran Mandani that's the Democratic nominee, and yet many Democrats are not like endorsing him. Yet like
They're
those
going to go with
Democrats,
Cuomo.
yeah, they're gonna go with Cuomo. They have like endorsed others like
Unfortunately, I'm hoping you're wrong, but
yeah.
it's definitely
I mean,
definitely
it's
a
Clinton,
possibility.
Bloomberg, they all went for Cuomo already.
Yeah, they already did. But Eric Adams, who's also still running as like mayor and like still is like corrupt like motherfucker as always. And speaking of
Hopefully
that
they
corrupt,
take the criminal vote between them, and then Mamdani just gets the plurality.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But Eric,
Gordon says, I'm debating with myself if I even want to vote next time, if Newsom is a Democratic ticket or if it's someone like him. Yeah, that's the
yeah,
same thing we faced the last time.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Um, and the issue that I have with that, and I don't disagree with you at
Hmm.
all, Gordon, but the issue that I have with that is, again, we are shoved into a place where we're fucked if we do, we're fucked if we don't.
Yeah.
This person A versus person B, and person A is going to fuck the country slightly less than
Hmm.
person B. Okay. But Gavin Newsom, for example, has been on a podcast with Charlie Kirk twice now
Hmm.
and agreed with his transphobic bullshit.
Oh
He's
yeah.
also literally taken pictures of him. So he's had people, take photo op of himself with he's got gloves on, he's got a baseball cap on, whatever, like he's some normal guy
Hmm.
destroying homeless people's possessions.
Yep.
We need Mario's brother. I tell you that.
Woohoo!
I know, right?
Yeah, no,
In
so like
Minecraft.
yes, in Minecraft and Fortnite. But no, back to the mayoral race in like New York. Apparently, Eric Adams might be offered a cabinet position in the Trump administration,
Yes.
hoping that he would like back out of the mayor's race. So that way, it's just Andrew Cuomo as the establishment Dems ticket running
Right,
as
right.
independent. And so like that way, it's like if Eric Adams dropped out of the race, those voters would not like split the vote between Adams and like Cuomo. But again, so like, it's, I mean, that just shows that like Eric Adams was only a Democrat in name because like he was a corrupt as fuck like politician, and sure he just like goes with whatever's the winning
All
team.
these motherfuckers are corrupt, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them.
The
Um,
vast
I would
majority of fucking politicians are just it's like there's a
75 to
Lakota
90%.
saying that power doesn't corrupt, but it attracts the corruptible.
Right.
Yes, I agree. Hmm.
And you
Just
end up with people in positions of power that have been there, especially those who have been there going on 16, 24, 32 years.
There are three. We lost three Democratic votes in the House because they died in office.
right. Dianne
Exactly.
Feinstein
Like,
was one of
come
them.
on.
Ray,
Here's my thing, okay? Because I did a show on this a little while ago, a month or so ago. Okay, maybe a little longer now, because I've been on a hiatus for a while. The top 5 Democrats in length of terms of service. Okay, terms of length of service. Okay, not when they got in, because like some of them got in a while ago, some of them have got in relatively recently, whatever. But 20 years or whatever. The top 5 in length of in terms of length of service, 207 years. 5 people. And that's not the people that have served for like 30 years, 35 years, 25 years. Okay.
Mhm.
Lauren Boebert, when she got into office, started out being worth about $37,000. Okay. It's now in the millions, multi-millions. Because they're doing all this fucking insider stock trading and all this other shit.
Pelosi.
Yep.
But she's like, yeah, but this country will never be a socialist country. But it's like,
Yeah, they wanted to actively try to make sure that it's not a socialist country, even though that's what like the Democrat base wants as well too. At least like the socialist democracy, at least like Medicare for all and like 15 minimum wage. I bet the majority of people honestly are for UBI is as well too,
Yeah,
because
I
many
am too.
yeah, because many
The
people
Now
problem
it's
with UBI is that they give you $2,000 a month and rent will go up $2,000.
right, which is why we need a cap on rent and like rent availability as
why
well
we
too.
need bagel slicers.
Yeah, for you need free
Yeah,
housing,
we need
honestly.
free housing.
We need bagel slicers. Now it says Neeson gets millions from a billionaire widow, a lady that donates to candidates to buy him over for service to Israel. Yeah, because he's very, very much pro. He posted right on the California government site a big thing about supporting Israel.
Yeah. Yet, like the majority of the base are like against Israel. So I think the majority of people are against Israel right now as well too, because we're all seeing the like genocide happening in real time. But the majority of politicians are pro-Israel, even the Democrats as well too.
Well, you guys saw that the Italian workers in
did.
Europe were threatening to start boycotting
Mhm,
or go on strike
mhm,
in an effort to get them to at least allow aid in.
yeah. Mhm,
Like, not even like quit bombing them, just
mhm,
allow some aid in.
yep. Exactly.
I just before there was an Israeli captain. This happened about 10 years ago now, I think. There was
mhm,
an Israeli captain who shot a girl, 11 or
mhm,
12, something like that. She had a bag of books. Okay, now
mhm,
they did an investigation, and he actually went to trial, which surprised the hell out of me.
mhm,
But you know that she had books. She didn't have a bomb or whatever. Okay, she had
mhm.
books. But he shot her, which didn't kill her instantly, but knocked her down. He walked up and emptied his rifle into her and killed her.
Mm.
Sounds like
During
ideology.
the trial, he said that he was asked a question by the prosecution. He was trying to be prosecuted, and he said that if it was a 3-year-old, he would still do the same thing, and he was acquitted. So don't anybody fucking tell me that the Israeli government, not the Israeli people necessarily, but the Israeli government is not a Zionist version of Nazis.
I know,
Mhm.
right?
Fascist.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
Uh, I just remembered something that I've like heard in like in my news podcast about the Zoran Mandani's like campaign. Apparently, there was a hit piece out on the Zoran Mandani like campaign staff. Look at them. Look at all these faces. They're all young and naive because the majority of the Zoran Mandani's like staffers are like in their 20s, and it's just like they're not going to like win because like look at all these young naive socialists thinking that they were going to win. It's just like, dude, amongst conservatives, like if they were said the election's going to happen today, who you vote for? Most of the conservatives in New York would vote for the conservative candidate, the Republican, the fascist vote too. Yeah, but 23% said they'll vote for Zoran Mandani. And 7% for Cuomo and 5% for Adams as well. So even amongst conservatives, his like socialist populism of like the store run like a state run like food stores as well too, like all these other things.
People just aren't accustomed to an entire generation
Mhm.
that are not scared of the words socialism or communism. They're
Yeah.
not scared anymore when you start talking about the younger generation.
Hmm.
And it it's refreshing
Hmm.
Right.
is what it is.
Yeah.
I hope that more young people decide, you know what? I'm going to vote my convictions.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And so I would say to somebody out there, and people can disagree with me on this, you know,
Hmm.
because it's okay if they're wrong. But I would say to somebody out there that, you know, and I know how it feels because it is that way. And I felt this way. I've been following politics since Nixon and Watergate. Okay, so it's been a day or two. And I'm so fucking tired of voting for the lesser of two evils. And some people say that's how we got where we are, by voting for the lesser of two evils. And in large part, I would agree with that. Because you have, let's say you have whatever the chunk of however many people, doesn't matter, 100% of the voting populace.
Mhm.
And a 40% vote for A, and 45% vote for B, and 15% vote for C, the 45% are going to win, regardless of party. Okay.
Mhm.
If you, however, have, say, 40% of the people that would have voted for A, for example, in this last election, okay, and the 20 to 30% that didn't vote at all, although I think it was larger than that, it was like 50% of the voting populace. Again, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I would venture to bet that if those people, a majority of those people, 75% of them, had gotten out and voted, Harris would be president right now. Now, would that be perfect? Not a fucking chance in hell. She still supports Israel. Okay. But
It's a vote for damage control.
right.
Yeah.
And she would
And
not
like,
be, I can almost guarantee it, she would not be running concentration camps in Florida. She
No.
would not be rounding these people up and fucking over the American economy. But I've said this for years. If you look at
well,
everything,
I don't know. The amount of immigration camps increased under Obama.
right, right. And again, I'm not saying that she's good on that in any way, shape, or form. But
You also deported more people.
right. The thing with Harris is that there's a lot of stuff that's happening, whether it's that or whatever. But you know, if you look at everything that Trump has done, every single thing he's done from day one, of course, we're going through the same thing we did before, deja vu of, oh my God, you wake up and wonder what the asshole did today. Okay. But if you look at everything that he's done, from the camps to the rounding people up, the tariffs, the the utter chaos, the appointing a drunk who's never been in the military as
Oh,
He
Pete,
was the
that's
host of Fox
yeah,
and Friends Weekend Edition.
yeah, exactly. Okay. All these things, if you look at all these things and realize that they have two goals. One is to make Trump and his buddies as much money as possible while trying to keep himself out of prison. Okay. Because those charges are still there. They did not go away.
Mhm.
Okay. And two, everything that Putin wants him to do, everything he does makes sense.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Trump is definitely, like, whether he knows it or not, like a useful idiot for Putin as well too, for sure.
Mhm.
Well, I live in a state where I'm going to be voting third party, and it won't matter because they're going to go for whoever is the reddest.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
As my state has turned deep red. It
Yep.
went from purple
Mhm.
to deep red.
Now they say that Michigan was one of the last 7 states that were the battleground states. Okay, and somehow they all mysteriously turned purple, just barely enough to get Trump win. But anyway,
Yeah.
I think Florida's pretty purple.
it's not as purple as what they think. Okay. And I'm not saying that I have any evidence. I do believe that there was a lot of cheating going on, but I'm not
Mhm.
saying I have any evidence of that. So I can't say that with, definitively that there was all this cheating going on.
Mhm.
But I do also think that, having seen all these fuck ups that have happened since the start of the, we're gonna prices are gonna drop on day one, and we're gonna, end the conflict on day one and whatever. And then as soon as day one hit, well, it's really complicated.
Mhm.
And a lot of people watch YouTube, because I watch a lot of politics on YouTube,
Mhm.
and a lot of people there's video after video after video after video after video of MAGA regretting their votes.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
saw those.
To a variety of degree. They might say, I still support him, but I wish he hadn't done this or whatever. To people, just, why the hell did you do that? And you betrayed us, and you betrayed the country and whatever. what did you think he was going to do?
Mhm.
I'll tell you what
He's
you
gonna
thought he
eat
was going to
other
do.
people's faces.
Yeah,
Exactly.
those
I'll tell you what you
leopards
thought he was going to do.
were
He was gonna-
specially trained leopards.
he was going to vote. He was going to have all these things where they, going to take away EBT and reduce Social Security and all this stuff. He's going to do all that for
Mm.
those people, and not
Yeah.
for you people.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually,
That's
there's,
the
there's
whole thing.
more. There's
And
more.
even and there are some even who have admitted that, but are still okay with it because in their mind, and they're not completely wrong, in their mind, if I got fucked over, as long as Isaiah got fucked over a little more, I'm okay with that.
Yep. Mhm. That Lyndon B. Johnson said, well, if you convince the poorest a white person in America that he is better off than the richest black person in America, then he will
Pick his
he will
pocket.
you can pick his pockets. Yeah.
I
Yep.
think he was actually the lowest white man, that he's better than the best black man. But yeah.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, he'll
Also,
empty
so
his
now
pockets for you.
Yep.
I have a question.
Mhm.
If it's possible,
Mhm.
does anyone have anything positive to talk about?
Oof.
Yeah, you're
My
like,
birthday's
let
coming.
me think.
Old.
Isaiah, that's an amazing autistic
I freaking
friend.
love the
Yeah,
colors on that.
Mhm.
Shut up, John.
But
But you're not wrong, John, but shut up. What you need to do, Isaiah, if you would for me, please, is
yes.
get some pictures of say if you're laying it on a black sheet or a dark tablecloth or whatever,
Mhm.
just that thing when it's done, of
Mhm.
the Debacles and whatever, because I can do for that the same thing I did for the one for the Titanic and then the one for you from Star Trek.
I can indeed.
Mhm.
Sweet Caroline.
And like,
Uh,
Ba, ba, ba.
like I said, I went to my first
We're so white.
oh yeah, you went to your first burlesque as well too, and had a great time doing that as
Oh,
well too.
awesome. I've never been to one.
Yeah, it's really great.
Uh,
I didn't have any money to tip, which sucked, but
yeah, that's if whenever I have the opportunity to, if I can, I always tip Uber drivers or waitresses or pizza delivery drivers or or even places where it's
Even if it's only a couple dollars. I ordered something yesterday. What did I order yesterday? Oh, it was pizza. I ordered yesterday from Domino's. Shout out to Domino's. I love you, Domino's.
Mm.
Call me. But because once a month,
So you're a Dom.
because all I can afford it. But once a month, I order from Domino's. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I always give at least a $2 to $5 tip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
depends on how much and it doesn't really have anything to do with how much I spend, but how much I have to give.
Yeah.
But I
Here's a
always give a
question.
tip, whether it's in the app itself or with cash or whatever, because if I can spend $25 on a pizza, I think I should be able to spend $2 to $5 on a tip.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
tip the pizza delivery person and I tip the grocery delivery person.
Any delivery person, as far as
Everyone who delivers.
I always tip them when I order DoorDash.
Let's see. Joe McClory said, I was talking about this about O.J. Simpson. The trial was dividing in America, and not whether he did it or not, or whether a black man could be rich enough to get away with killing a white woman. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I understand. I mean,
Well,
little I've heard is that no, black people know they did it. They're just glad that the justice system was fucked on their side for once.
right. There were a lot of, that's what I was going to say. There were a lot of black people who celebrated that verdict. Not because they didn't think he did it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do it. Okay. Not because they thought he was innocent.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them thought, some of them did, to be fair. A lot of them thought he was guilty. But it's because, for once, guilty or not, okay, according to the system, he's innocent. He's dead now, but he was innocent of that at the time. Whether or not we think he was guilty, and I damn sure think he was.
Yeah.
He was judged innocent, so therefore, in the eyes of the law, he's supposed to be innocent.
I guess that's one good news is that O.J. Simpson's still dead.
Up here, I have a lot of black people and indigenous people in my family.
James Dobson died recently. It was a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Who did?
James Dobson. We talked about
family.
But there's an old saying in the black community, at least in this area, which is there ain't no justice, there's just us.
Yeah.
So yes, James Dobson. oh look, it's another gender neutral bathroom.
Have
Yep,
you guys
exactly.
Yeah, that's a piece of good news. Is that
have you guys seen my Star Trek pictures from that I did when I went to?
Yes,
Uh,
you might not
you
shown
went to
it
the
here.
convention?
Yeah, the time you went to the convention, probably not
Yeah.
shown it here, but like, yeah, if
You
you,
posted them on your Facebook, and so that's where I saw them at.
Yeah,
Oh,
But I don't think you posted them here.
Oh, okay, I just didn't know if anyone wanted me to show that or
no,
not.
no, show that.
Go on
Yeah,
if you want,
go,
sure.
yeah,
And
go
again,
ahead.
it's the
Well,
same
this
thing,
is gonna have to be
Isaiah.
the very last thing we do though, because it's 3:30.
Right.
Yeah.
The same thing, Isaiah. If you want me to tailor up any of those pictures or whatever, I'm more because I have fun doing it. I'm more than happy to do so.
All right, let me hunt for it right quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that pass where you give you time to do things. So like other good news. Oh, that's a good question. It's like what are the good news? Um,
I saw a picture of a cute dog earlier.
speaking of good, I'm
Dogs are
drinking
cute.
good.
Dogs are cute. They just are.
Dogs are cute. Yeah, yeah, yes.
I don't
I'm
care if
drinking.
it's the ugliest pug in the world, and pugs are ugly.
It was a
Still
cocker
cute.
puppy.
Okay.
All right,
But actually, there was a guy I saw a news story where this guy was breeding pugs, so their nose was stretched out more. It
Ooh,
looked more like a
Goes back to normal.
pug.
yeah, back to
Yeah,
normal.
I've seen there's a new push in Europe, especially in France, where having dogs
Mhm.
is such a accepted piece of like community that dogs are allowed in restaurants.
Mm.
Right.
Like you can bring it as long as your dog's well behaved. You can bring
Yeah,
your
yeah.
dog into your restaurant with you
Mhm.
in France.
Okay, so I got it queued up.
All right, all right, share us
Go
because
for it.
especially since like Metro says I don't have Facebook, so please do so, Isaiah.
All right, so
It's
this is
just
all,
You
this is all,
don't have Facebook, you traitor.
he's a
so
boomer.
this is all the stuff that
Ooh, nice.
He's
It's
a
a
Luddite.
DVD game.
here's some of
Oh,
the.
sweet. Yeah, I remember seeing a couple of these.
Mhm,
So that's me, the Enterprise one.
mhm.
Here's two like staff members.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Nice.
I've been to two conventions in my life.
Puppy.
In 1984, it was called Grand Con. It was in Grand Rapids, Michigan,
Mm.
and it was a comic book slash gaming convention. And
Ah,
then there
yes.
was one at Fan Nexus.
Hmm.
Um, where is it? I still have two items from there.
Hmm.
We did because I was an author. Well, I still am an author, but they paid my flight out there and back,
Nice.
so I have the badge for it.
Ooh, nice.
And then the other, it's unopened. Okay, so we did. It was some like not a reality show game, but some kind of like a competitive game or competition game or whatever.
Mhm.
And I was paired with a Russian author. Her name is Ksenia Anske, great author, and
Mhm.
she writes both in Russian and in English.
Nice.
And I'm have a little bit of flair, so and am vocal at times. So she asked me to help her out, and I don't remember what the heck it was. I was trying to do some weird, almost like an interpretive dance of a murder and whatever. And so she won. Okay, and so I got this. It's a Lady Catherine from Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Nice.
Yes.
Uh, I did actually work at Emerald City Comic Con a couple times for like a friend and a friend at his booths and stuff like that, but I was like paid $50 a day, so like that. However, I did say that like because like I would just like accept the money and pocket it and like well then give the money to like the owner of the place as well too. I didn't give all of that money to him as well too, especially the second time around since I know it's like $50 a day. Minimum wage in Seattle is like $15 or more at the time. Worked it. It's like I'm not working Emerald City Comic Con again. Not for $50 a day as well too. 200 a day maybe as well too. We'll talk
Right.
about it.
I almost worked a job where I was going to meet I want to say it was Blink 182. I almost had a job working that event, but I ended up getting another job instead.
Now, I did work for SakuraCon, but I volunteered as well too. And I should have like gotten a free badge, but I already paid for my badge, and I just never went through the email thing to like, hey, can I get my refund for my badge because I paid for it before I agreed to volunteer and so like that. But I don't care about that point. But especially since like volunteering, so like, okay, just get this shift, this shift, this shift, and stuff like that. So I didn't work the entire time at like registration because like, hey, I like work at a gas station, so I'm comfortable handling money as well too. Didn't have a problem doing that. But yeah, I've been to a bunch of conventions. But I think we're out of time. We're past time already. So Shaban O'Connor, you have a YouTube channel. You have
Yeah,
like
bunches of stuff, but I'll try to make it short.
no problem.
My Irish, I don't do long story short very well. Okay, so first of all,
Of course.
I saved up the money and bought the game Dune Awakening.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I love this game. And I have all 26 books in 3 formats of Dune. So I'm a huge fan of Dune. I love the game. I play it through Steam, okay? And they have a DLC coming up, which is $10. So if somebody wanted to donate to that'd be cool. You know, if not, you don't have to. There's no obligation, okay? There are people, Indigenous and Phoenix and whatever that, you know, that deserve the money more than I do. But if you're able to spare that and you help them out first, then that's fine, send it to me. And if not, that's okay.
And Siobhan's birthday is coming up too.
Shut up.
Well, your birthday's coming up too,
fine.
Joey.
So Indigenous's birthday is Thursday.
Yes, mine is coming up.
You're
really
gonna be 29. I'm gonna be 30.
Hey, Siobhan, I told him that we can get him a Christmas present of a destroyed police car because his birthday on 9/11. So
there you go.
I can make an NYPD police car with like all melted on it and
or you could make 2 little tower cakes that collapse. Souffles.
Souffles.
I can do something akin to that in GIMP, which is the free version of Photoshop.
Yes.
So don't believe me, that's tempting. So anyway, so there's the Dune Awakening thing with the DLC. I'm going to be completely redoing my show. I've been on hiatus for like a month or more, isn't it? I think I did one a month ago. So I decided what I'm going to start doing. One of the people I follow on YouTube is Tom Powell. And I like his version of his show where he very, very rarely does live shows. Usually he's smoking pot when he does it, but he very, very rarely does live shows. He usually does clips that are anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes long. So I'm going to start, hopefully next week, I'm going to start doing clips again. I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 a week. I ain't guaranteeing anything, or at least 1 a week. Okay. So anybody who's on my social media, which is Shaban O'Connor.
That's a lot of Shabans.
Yeah, it's a lot of Shabans. Well, we're Irish. We fuck anything. So if you send me a reminder, and I don't care if you do it 30 times a day, that's great, because I'm AUDHD. Okay, so 10 minutes from now, I won't remember what the fuck I said. But if you send me a reminder, I have the comic strip, The Existential Cafe, about a bunch of gods and their minions up in the clouds, and a bar. I want to get back into that again. I started 2 new ones. They're one-shot deals. One is called John and Jane. John is Trumper. Jane is a leftist. And they have conversations. Okay, not always to the benefit of John, believe me. There's one I did about Tremors. I threw that in there too because I love Tremors. And then I'm starting a new one. It is about a trans woman who came out in her 50s. Not that it's biographical, it's autobiographical or anything. And it's called Cyborg Weasels because it has absolutely nothing to do with the name has absolutely nothing to do with the cartoon strip. There's no cyborgs in it. There's no weasels in it. But it's been a running joke of mine for like 35, 40 years. Somebody will say something and I'll attribute it to that. And they're like, what? So I decided that was funny. I was going to keep that. So I'm going to start that again. Start that up. And then finally on Facebook, I have my own personal account, Siobhan O'Connor. Then I have a private group. It's called 426 Queer Street and Neurodivergent Apartments.
Nice.
And it's for anybody who's queer, anybody who's neurodivergent. Of course, those groups never commingle.
Oh, never. No, never.
No, okay. Or allies. You don't have to be queer. You don't have to be neurodivergent because we do have some allies that are in there.
Okay,
And
cool.
up until recently, like 60 or so people, it's not a huge group, 60 or so people were all friends of mine. It's a very safe place to be. And everybody knows, that kind of like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, what happens in the show, the group stays in the group. And then I have a public group one that anybody can join. Okay. And it's called Siobhan Raw and Unfiltered. And it's raw and unfiltered. Okay. Because if you think I'm raw here, you ain't read any of my Facebook shit yet. So the cartoon strips, the show clips, and face schmuck. And there you go.
Okay, Isaiah Taylor, what do you
Thank
have
you.
to promote?
Sorry?
Do you have anything do you want to like promote or anything like that?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
you know,
You still have like your like Instagram that people can check
yeah,
out if they want to.
all my art's on my Instagram.
I need to get back into that.
Yeah. And I'm Summary Geek on all the places, like all the social medias, or like most of them as well too, like Mastodon, the Tumblr, Threads. There's some interesting directions I get on Threads and on Tumblr. And someone on Tumblr called me a Democrat. I was just like, bitch, please. I'm a narco-syndicalist. Don't call me a Democrat.
You're a Democrat. You dirty Democrat. You.
Yes, so I'm on Tumblr, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky. Yes, I'm still on Twitter. And on Facebook, Jonathan Scott D, if you want to find me as well too. I am on YouTube and on like Twitch. I probably will try to like stream like later today as well too. But right now I'm kind of like I'm maybe doing the stream on old McDonald's channel. I'm talking to Kirok again, so like that should be an interesting stream if that does happen as well too. No guarantees. We'll find out as like see if everyone is like available after 2 p.m. today as well too. And then maybe I'll stream like later on like today after that as well too, and probably late in the evening as well too. John Brockman, what do you have to promote? And by the way, you were quiet again as well too, so maybe something's like OBS is picking up the wrong microphone or something like that. But we'll fix that next week anyway. Well, what do you have to promote, John Brockman?
Dungeons and Debacles. We won't be recording this week. Kevin's got a client who's going insane, so
Oh,
so he has to work today.
yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's understandable. All right. Oh, charity links page. Don't forget charity links page.
It's probably because I'm farther than usual from my microphone because different setup.
But yet, like to us, you sound just like a regular volume to like everyone else. I'm wondering, like, if something in OBS is.
OBS.
Yeah. But anyway, and also sharing links page because like the Phoenix its links are in there as well too. Joey links is in there too, and like Joey's birthday is on Thursday, so like if you want to do something nice for Joey, like you do that. But like
I have an
Joey.
Amazon list.
Hey,
Oh.
are you just gonna watch like a bunch of 9/11 news coverage for your birthday?
No, actually, I have my med appointment with my psych med provider. I've got that first thing in the morning at like 8:40, and then I have to be fitted for and get my CPAP machine,
Oh yeah.
which I qualified for. And I gotta go get that. And then I have the rest of the day to myself. I don't have to work that day.
Nice.
So the rest of the day I have off.
Okay.
So I don't know what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my day. I know that at some point my eldest son is supposed to come and pick me up and take me to dinner at Guadalajara's. So I'm going to have some guacamole.
I sent you something for your birthday, by the way. It should be there in a couple days.
Yeah. Well,
What? Awesome.
All right. There we go. That's the show. We did a show. Take care, everyone.
love
Don't
y'all.
forget to practice
Bye.
self-care. Bye
Have a great night, all. Peace out.
Hydrate, medicate.
Bye.
Stay safe.
bye.
You guys next time.
Stay drunk. Don't fall in a trunk.
Oh, next Sunday should be the second Sunday of the month as well too. So if we are,
I'll take
yeah.
Oh, patron.
Yeah.